Hello, everybody. How are you? So good to see you all. It's so good to be here tonight. And oh my goodness, we have a show for you. I'm gobsmacked. Forgive me.
Guys, this doesn't happen very often, but Jesse is fangirling. By the way, for those of you who don't know the two of us, I'm Val Hepner. I'm the Executive Director of WMOT 89.5. And this is our Program Director and Wired In host, Jesse Scott. It's so great to see all of you. We have had a really great couple of weeks. You guys probably got an email talking about our studio opening. Some of you watched it live. I've been hearing a lot of people say that they've gone back and watched the ceremony. I am so proud of this studio. I'm so proud of what we've done as a team. I'm so proud of our video and audio team, Jessica and Erica. Just, you know, everybody that has been part of making this studio a reality for us. And, you know, we have things happening. We have bands coming in. We have production going on. It's really, really great. And we hope in the very near future, we got to get away from Americana Fest and like let Jesse and I have a nap after that. But we hope to start doing a few like intimate listening parties and maybe some events back there. It's going to be really small. It's going to be really cool. But thank you all, because we could not have done this. We could not have accomplished this goal without you out there who fund this station. So I want to say a big thank you to you. Please give yourselves a round of applause. I couldn't do it without you.
So it's right around the corner. I mean, virtually, the studio is just right back there, and we can't wait to get started bringing artists in there, doing some afternoon concerts. But, you know, we always take the time when we're doing Wired In to tell you what the next one is, and the next one is as a part of Americana. And the 3 days, actually, all members are welcome. And if you want to become a member, it's WMOT.org. Day one at Eastside Bowl. Lizzie No, Paul Thorne, Shamika Copeland, Oliver Wood, and Chris Jacobs. That is loosely our Wired In day. Day two, Melissa Carper, Uncle Lucius, Chris Smither, Layla McCalla, and Sam Morrow. And day three, Alyssa Amador, Wonder Women of Country. That's Brennan Lee, Kelly Willis, and Melissa Carper. Ruth Moody of the Waylon Jennings, Cactus Blossoms, and Dave Alvin, and Jimmy Dale Gilmore, and the Guilty Ones. So, Eastside Bowl, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, September 18th through the 20th. It's noon to 5. All members are welcome.
Absolutely. So if you're not able to attend, if you have to work, you can watch it, right? So just minimize it in the window, right? We'll have live radio. It'll be live and video and all the things that we always do. But I really hope you guys can come out. This is a really special lineup. Jesse's worked really hard to bring in a really stellar group of artists, and we're so excited about that. But you know what I'm really excited about? I'm not as fangirl as Jesse, but I'm kind of fangirling. This is going to be a great show tonight, and I am so thrilled that you're all here to see it. You know, I think we're going to have, this is going to be an experience that you haven't had with Robert Earl Keen. So, and I want to say thank you to Kiely Connell, too, who's with us. You know, she's a discovery artist for you, and I was listening to Soundcheck, and she has a beautiful voice. So this is going to be a great night. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all you do for us. We're here for you. Love you all.
We'll be back in just a couple minutes to start the show here. My goodness. 1 minute. Heavy breathing, not included. 30 seconds. Welcome to Wired In. It is so great to see you all here. Thanks so much for coming. We have such an amazing show tonight for WMOT. I want to say hi to everybody watching all over the place on the NPR site, live sessions at NPR. Good to see you all. And we've got Robert Earl Keen in the house. Coming up at 8 o'clock. And right now I want to introduce you to Kiely Connell. How are you?
Thank you. I'm great. It's wonderful to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm so happy that you're here. I love your voice so much.
I like your voice.
Oh, thank you.
Soothing.
We'll see you later. You've been in Nashville a while.
Yeah, 11 and a half years. Crazy. Time flies.
Playing music the whole time?
Yeah, playing music the whole time.
What brought you here originally?
Originally, I saw that someone that I went to college with was living here, and she was playing a writer's round, and I had never even heard of that, and I went to go watch it, and I was just kind of blown away by all the support and everything that I got to witness on the stage, and I kept thinking, if I'm going to try to be the best that I can be, I think this is the place to do it. You know, this is the community.
It's so true, and I think even deeper and richer now than it was 11 years ago.
I would say so, for sure.
When did you start writing songs?
Towards the end of high school, for me, yeah.
Cool.
Not all of them were very good at first, but we get better.
Do you still play any of them?
Oh, not any of the early ones. Not any of those.
Maybe you should go rework them.
There's nothing wrong with them. It's just you change.
Yeah, well, you grow.
Every album is different.
That's true.
Or at least it should be.
Right. Well, you know.
Yeah.
And your second album just out. Mm-hmm. That's so exciting.
It's so exciting. I got to work with my dream producer, and I never thought that would happen. It was just very serendipitous. We sent him some demos, and he immediately responded. And then I had a 2-hour-long phone conversation with him just because we couldn't stop laughing. And we were just like, okay, yeah, I think we're kindred. We're family. Let's do this.
So where did you do the album?
I went to Portland, Oregon.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. But Tucker Martine lives there, and he's done some incredible records, and he's worked with some of my heroes. Like Nico Case is one of my big ones.
Totally. I see that.
Yeah, I love her a lot. So it was so exciting, and the Decemberists have done almost every single one of their records with them, and I'm a huge Decemberists fan. It was a dream come true.
All of this is serendipity. And you've got some really amazing tour news as well.
I do. I'm so excited. In about a week or 2 weeks, I guess now, I'm going to be going out with the record company, and then, thank you, yeah, finishing out the month with some dates with Maddie Diaz as well. So that'll be
super.
A lot of fun.
Love it. And then there's you're headlining.
Yes.
That
we're
too.
putting that together for November, so we're gonna get that set up.
Yeah. I love that you're working it, and I love that you're here in Nashville, and I love that you're here on stage with us tonight at Riverside Revival. Please make her welcome Kiely Connell for Wired In.
Thank you. All right, I'd like to kick it off with one of the singles off of this new record. I wrote this for all of my friends who never met a drink they wouldn't down or a drug they wouldn't do, unfortunately. This one's called Through to You.
Stumbling through since the day turned 22. You drained everything anybody placed in front of you. One volcano turning down another round. Always been the biggest rock star in this godforsaken town. But honey, there's no getting through. There's no getting through to you. No, there's just no getting through. There's no getting through to you. There stood your face on glossy pages. You felt famous, stirring up some trouble every night. Just left you aimless. It seems like over time you got so damn self-destructive. Ain't painless, ain't enough sound in your hourglass. But I ain't there's no getting through to you. No, there's just no getting through. There's no getting through to you. There's other ways to kill the landlord blues. Tripping out the bar, tumbling over your shoes. 33, it ain't looking as cute. Guess there's nothing we can do. When honey, there's no getting through. There's no getting through to you. No, there's just no getting through. There's no getting through to you.
You guys. Thank you so much. It's so much fun to be here in this brand new room that I've never been in. It's so beautiful. I thank all of you for being here. And I think this is going to be so awesome. Get to see Robert later as well. So exciting. I'd like to continue this thread of songs that I wrote about friends and people who were dear to me. I had something very unfortunate happen in high school in my community where I had a friend who very unfortunately felt like hope was lost, and he ended up taking his own life. And that's something that you never get over. That's a defining moment in your life, and it changes you. It changes the way that you react to everything and the way that you live your life. So I'd like to play a song for my friend. This one's called Restless Bones.
Nobody's perfect, sure we've been told. He had his faults, but he came pretty close. He was someone to turn to when life turned upside down. Sometimes a counselor, sometimes a clown. We'll sure miss having him around. So he made a place where restless bones can lie forever sleeping. And when we laid him in the ground, even the sky was life of the party, good for a smile. Oh, but he could get drunk every once in a while. Sometimes an asshole, but always a friend. He'd always let you know right where you stand. Fight right up to the end. So we made a place where restless bones can lie forever sleeping. And when we laid him in the ground, even the sky was it's always too soon, no matter the age, but down at 16 is its own kind of pain. Words can't explain. So we made a place where restless bones can lie forever sleeping. And when we laid him in the ground, even the sky was
Thank you, guys. I'd like to follow that with a song that I wrote about the afterlife, or if there is an afterlife. I don't really know. I don't pretend to know any of the answers, to be honest with you. I like to keep every door and window open for possibility. I like to think that maybe I've lived 100 times before, maybe I'll live 100 times more. I just think that's a beautiful thought. So this one's called Hobo's Dream.
Some say I'm a drifter by nature. beneath the wheels, on train tracks that wind back and wander, out to what the great unknown reveals. Hang my head on the next nail I find, and roll my bedroll under the pines. Sleep with one eye open and never miss knowing that love there's a price. So don't miss me when I'm gone. Roll that good over me and up and moving on. Who knows, I might find I wake up alive. 1885 in the springtime, late afternoon, in some dusty Kansas saloon. I flew with eagles, leaving Leavenworth. I played across the canyons in a silver thunderbird. I pushed the boys rocking fast down Route 66. It was heaven hanging on a stick. So don't mess with me when I'm gone. Roll that good over me and up and moving on. Who knows, I might find I wake up alive. 1969 in an airstream, from the transistor radio dream, shaking moon dust off my feet. So don't miss me when I'm gone. Roll that thing over me and I'll be moving on. Who knows, I might find I wake up alive. 2093 on a starship, breathing air that's sparkling, iridescent, purple, blue, and green. Find you there waiting on me. Thank you guys. Trying to play a lot of these off of this new record. I'm very excited about that. I wrote this next song when I was still in the relationship that I was in for 8 years. I've always been someone who, strangely enough, there's no real reason for this, I guess, but I've always been very skeptical of whether or not someone would truly love you and stick around for you and show up for you. And I do this thing where I self-sabotage in relationships where I like really push people away. And in this instance, in that long-term partnership, he kept showing up for me, and I kept looking for things that were wrong, and I wasn't finding anything. I was coming up empty. So I wrote this next song about not believing that I couldn't believe that I was being loved, you know? This one's called Coming Up Empty. People don't live fairy tales. Half the time a marriage fails. Some folks ain't alone, but they're still lonely. No one does the little things like screaming punk songs out of key while holding hands and driving down the highway. I'm falling short, I'm coming up empty, 'cause I was sure nobody loves the way you love me. Thought I'd heard the trick, I was certain, but there's no sleight of hand or man behind your curtain. People don't just hang around, try to fix you when you're down, or stitch you back together with silver linings. No one always puts you first, or takes you when you're at your worst, finds a way to make the good things better. So I'm falling short, I'm coming up empty, 'cause I was sure nobody loves the way you love me. Thought I'd heard the trick, hell, I was certain, there's no sleight of hand or man behind your curtain. When I don't think I deserve it, you tell me that I'm worth it, but I know nothing is perfect. So I'm falling short, I'm coming up empty, 'cause I was sure nobody loves the way you love me. Thought I'd find the truth, hell, I was certain, but there's no smoke and mirrors, no sleight of hand, no man behind your
Thank you, guys.
This next song, it took years and years of writing and rewriting. I wanted to write a song about how women seem, especially in the Western world here, we seem so conditioned to mark all of our value by physical beauty. And I feel like that's incredibly sad. And also, you know, I hear all the time about important women in my life feeling like they get to a certain age and they feel invisible suddenly. Yeah. And I think that's so backwards. I think all of the most beautiful people I know are the people who have been here the longest, who have the fullest lives and the most to teach me and the most to give me. And I felt like I really wanted to write a song about that. And so with my good friend Lisa, she and I sat down and we talked about 3 different difficult milestones in a woman's life where you're really experiencing growing pains and you're doubting all of that. And But this one, we call it Beautiful.
Dishwater blinds are not always shoo-ins for homecoming queen. Her bright green eyes sparkle with tears, 'cause kids can be mean. A badge of her innocence is now worn by a quarterback, like a letter on his sweater. Just remember you're beautiful, gentle and kind and so beautiful. You're such an angelic soul. They don't mind what they say, they don't know. You can cry enough tears to wash away beautiful. Mothers of three sometimes can be hard on themselves, putting their needs and all of their dreams upon a shelf. She misses the girl in the pearls in a tight white dress, back when she felt her best. Just remember you're beautiful, selfless and strong and so beautiful. Exhausted from giving more, when 30 feels like 40's knocking at your door. You don't have to hide, stand up with pride. You're beautiful. Up in her bedroom, she sits at the mirror, tracing lines on her face, brushing her hair, the bright shades of silver, a cascade of gray, gracefully aging like wine in the cask. How the time goes fast. Just remember you're beautiful, effortless and timelessly beautiful. Now wisdom is yours to hold,
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I think I got time for 2 more. I hope that's what I planned for. All right, I wrote this next song after I got out of my 8-year-long relationship. And I had, you know, that person becomes your entire life. They become your family. And it was my first holiday season that I had ever spent alone. And I was working in this really awesome restaurant in this hotel, which put me in a really weird headspace because you see everybody coming in with all of their loved ones and celebrating the holidays, and it makes you feel incredibly numb, like you're just a department store mannequin kind of standing there. Everybody passes by you and you're just alone and you're not interacting with anything. And I think I've dealt with depression in my life a lot, and that was one of the times where even more than just being depressed, I just felt incredibly numb. So I wrote this song about all of that. This one's called Anesthesia.
You can cut me to the bone till I'm bleeding and I won't feel it. Stick me with 100 needles, peel back my fingers, I wouldn't feel a tingle. 'Cause I don't get phased these days. See the pain it barges in, but it never stays. I don't feel nothing. I must be anesthesia. Stuck here like a stone. I lost my backbone. Most days I'm on alone. Land in my haze with a dull aching. My stomach's caving in. It might take a scream to wake me, but even they still couldn't shake me. 'Cause I don't get phased. See the pain it barges in, but it never stays. I don't feel nothing. I must be anesthesia. See the pain it barges in, but it never stays. I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing. be.
Thank you guys. I think I timed this out perfectly. All right, this is the title track of the record that I just put out. I'm very excited about that. After I got out of that 8-year-long relationship, I had to learn to stand on my own 2 feet, you know? I didn't have anybody to stand with me anymore. And you learn that the most important relationship is the one that you have with yourself. This one's called My Own Company.
Of my few real relationships, ours is by far most complex. I know what you're thinking, sometimes I know what you'll say next. But I don't understand why you do what you do. Oh, it ain't like I'm not trying to have someone who wants to be loved, won't let anyone. But I'm in it for life, whatever that looks like. Would you forgive me, 'cause I can't keep living in this dim light. I know I didn't turn out to be the girl of your dreams, and it's getting harder to keep my own company. I look in the mirror and tell you things you don't believe. As if the mantras could drown these insecurities. Too late for babies and 401ks, and too young to be in so much damn pain. But I'm in it for life, whatever that looks like. And I can't forgive me, 'cause I'm too damn busy most of the time.
you guys. Thank you guys so much. Are we ready for some Robert Earl coming up? Yeah? Me too. I can't wait to hear it. I appreciate you guys being so warm and welcoming to me. This has been awesome. Once again, my name is Kiely Connell. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Let's hear it again. Kiely Connell. What an amazing voice and such an amazing night here at WMOT Roots Radio for Wired In at Riverside Revival. And again, if you're watching and you are coming to Americana Fest, we've got a 3-day Americana Fest day stage planned for September 18th, 19th, and 20th at Eastside Bowl. You can check it out at WMOT.org and see the lineup. Really proud of that. Really proud also to tell you that Robert Earl Keen will be with us in just a couple of minutes here for Wired In at WMOT. Thank you all for being here, too.
you.
Thirty seconds. We are back live at Riverside Revival. This is our monthly members concert, wired in. Our thanks again to Kiely Connell for the first set tonight. I don't know that I actually need to introduce you. I do. Please make him welcome Robert Earl Keane.
Thank you.
I know everybody knows you.
All the cops know me.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Do you drive fast?
Yeah. I have 13 diplomas from defensive driving.
But who's counting? Let's put them up on the wall.
Yeah, I got them all on the wall.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're so happy to have you here
Thank
tonight.
you. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
Glad we-
And I'm happy to have you in Nashville.
There's my plastic bag full of shit. Okay. Sorry. All right. I thought I was off the mic. Yeah. All right.
It
Yeah.
is.
Now I'm on the mic. Hello, everyone. It's so nice to be here. Howdy, everybody.
I love that you have a new record too.
Huh?
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Love to.
But, well, what are you going to play for us first?
We're going to play the song Feeling Good Again that I wrote in the biggest POS RV ever. I don't know how I came up with this song in that place, but maybe it was just sort of like, you know, two forces working against each other. So that's how
Inspiration.
good songs are written, yeah.
Inspiration comes where it does.
Yeah, that is. It does.
Robert Earl Keane for Wired In for WMOT.
All right. Standing on Main Street across from Mr. Blues in my patent leather jacket, my weather-broken shoes. The chill on the wind is blowing, the spring was coming on, as I wondered to myself how long I had been gone. I strolled across on Main Street, walked down a flight of stairs, stepped into the hall, saw all my friends were there. A neon sign was flashing, welcome on in, it feels so good, feeling good again. My favorite band was playing an Otis Redding song. When they sang the chorus, everybody sang along. Dan and Margarita were swaying side by side. I heard they were divorcing. I guess I let it slide. And I wished I had some money with which to buy a round. I wish I cashed my paycheck before I came to town. If I reached in my pocket, found 3 20s and a 10. It feels so good, feeling good again. old man Perkins sitting on a stool, watching Butch and Jimmy John talking live, playing pool. The boys from Silver City were standing by the fire, singing like they thought they were the Tabernacle Choir. I wanted you to see them all. I wish that you were there. I looked across the room and saw you standing on the stair. And when I caught your eye, I saw you break into a grin. It feels so good, feeling good again. I wanted you to see them all. I wish that you were there. I looked across the room and saw you standing on the stair. And when I caught your eye, I saw you break into a grin. It feels so good, feeling good again. Feels so good, feeling good again.
I have to find the mark. You got the mark.
I got it.
I don't have it.
Okay, she doesn't have it. I got it. It's here somewhere.
Hello,
My heart, my heart, my heart, my heart. There we go.
anybody? Whatever. Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
There you go.
All right.
You're plugged in now.
It's nice. Thank you for being here.
Well, thanks for having me.
So, Nashville again.
Uh-huh.
You're living here.
Yeah.
Part of
well,
the time.
I'm living here part of the time. Yeah.
Love that.
So came back after I don't know how many. Let's just call it the late 20th century.
Talk about being down on 2nd Avenue.
Yeah.
It's so different now.
Oh my God, can't find anything anymore.
I know.
Yeah. Well, you can find a drink.
You can find a lot of people drinking,
yeah,
too.
And you can find a cop.
More cops.
Two things you can find.
See,
down
but we
there,
have
for
Lyft
sure.
and Uber now, so, you know.
Oh yeah, you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, took an Uber all the way out where I'm staying now. It was, I think it was about halfway to Memphis, actually.
Whoa.
That's an expensive Uber ride. Let me say that.
Yeah. Well, and you're going back to Texas.
Yeah, gonna go back to Texas tomorrow night, I think. Yeah.
Way cool.
Yeah.
Little time down there.
Yeah, a little time down there. We're doing a thing called Fan Appreciation Day down there at Forest Country Store, where you can enter a lottery to get a free ticket at Forest Country Store, which holds about 2,500 people. And so if you get one of these lottery tickets and you get one that says you win, you get to come in for free. So yeah, you got one.
Woo.
Yeah, tell him how great it is. He says it's great. Yeah. So it's like pretty much all afternoon and way into the night of music there. So we got different artists. About 10 different artists are stacked up to play on Labor Day. We've done this. This is the 3rd year on Labor Day, and we end up the show. We do a set at the very end of the show. So Brian Bacon over there on the fiddle and the guitar. And that's Tom Van Skyke. He lives here now. Yeah. And then this is Dave is filling in for us today. So that, yeah. So that's what I'm going back for.
So, and then this new album, we didn't expect it.
Yeah.
I didn't ever, I mean, how did it all come to pass?
Well, it was this thing that was born out of COVID. Really, everybody stayed with me during COVID, and so we did a bunch of rehearsals and things. And then one evening, I was sitting out there under the stars next to my video studio that I built during that time. It's called the Snake Barn Movie Ranch Studios, and so I wrote this song, Western Chill, and then I wrote like 4 other songs that same night. That's only happened one time, by the way, really. And so And then I told these guys, we ought to make this record all together. So we did this band-inclusive record where they brought in songs and we just we arranged them and produced them together and then recorded them there in Snake Barn Movie Studios and shot a video of it so you can get the video and the music and put it all together, and it's all exactly the same. So you can see us recording this and playing it at the same time. And also we did a songbook and a graphic novel, which we'll talk about later, I think.
Yeah, you know, it's such a beautiful package. Hold up the...
Ta-da!
It's beautiful.
It weighs 4 pounds. 4 pounds worth of music. There you go. No, there's two LPs in there. Yeah.
It's so great.
Thank you.
It's such a great thing too, because it was band driven and everybody got their chance.
Yeah, everybody got to, you know, it was truly a bonding moment for us, because, you know, that was kind of a quiet, weird time. And so we didn't have anything else to do except for really put this record together. And we just sat there and talked about how these songs should go, and we put them together and played them, and couldn't have been easier. If you'd have given us, like, you know, Mary Had a Little Lamb and said, you need to learn how to work that would have taken us 3 months. But we did this all like in, you know, a few weeks. It was really good.
And each of the people brought their song in.
Brought their songs.
Yeah.
And we arranged them and sang them, and you know, it was a really great experience, actually. And the record is really great. It's exactly what it pretends to be. It is really chill, very chill.
Western chill.
Yeah, Western chill. Yeah.
I wore this in honor of Western chill
Thank
tonight.
you.
You know,
That's very
kinda goes
chill
with
right there. I'm liking that.
goes with the album, you know, with the album art.
Yeah.
So you've had so many eras that are so remarkable, and you know, we were talking a little bit ago.
This is the sunglasses backwards cap era for me.
It's a good look. We were talking about your Texas Uprising era.
That was a good one.
It was amazing.
Yeah, we had
He
some
was
good
doing
ones
all
there.
these concerts
Yeah.
that he curated.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, no, we had a lot of fun. We were talking about the one we did over near Denver that time. That was a really good one. That was like way out of our zone, and we had so many great musicians show up at that one. Yeah.
It's just sort of interesting to me how another inspiration comes and you go with it and you know, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Why not?
Yeah, I know. I wish I could buy cars the same way.
Because of course,
there's a car. I really want that car, but I don't think I can get it.
you talked about retiring.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know, that's a difficult one. I like it. You know, really, Elizabeth Cook said it best. She said, "So how is retirement, haha?" I thought, that's really good. I like that. That's really funny. You're a funny person, and you said a funny thing. Yeah. So anyway, there were a lot of things that kind of stepped into my life that caused me not to completely retire like I promised that I would. And well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. But I do like to keep my promises, and I did plan on that. But some stuff that I didn't plan on happened, and it puts me back on the road, which I was actually glad to be back on the road because it kept me away from reality of life. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't believe the lack of reality there is out there on the road. I mean, it's so, you know, like I was talking today, I realized that, like, I didn't know people drove so shitty now, right? I've been on a bus for 20 years, never paying attention to traffic. I get rid of the bus, I get in my own car, and I go, oh my God, I'm gonna get killed here. And all I'm doing is going to the mini mart. You know, so it's so different. There's so many things that are different. You just don't really know what reality is a lot of times.
No, it's true.
Yeah,
it's hard. I mean, especially I think because everybody was so in their own space for quarantine. Coming out of that, they're sort of still in their own space.
Yeah.
And you're on the road. Let's zipper.
Yeah.
Let's figure out a way to merge so that we don't hit each other. That would be a real good start.
That'd be nice. I think we ought to show some videos.
You have plenty of experience with the video part of that, I
Absolutely.
suspect.
We can make those. We have Snake Barn Movie Ranch Studios and driving help.
So how often do you use that studio to do stuff in?
We were using it a lot until like this cat that I really hate called Birdie. showed up, and I couldn't stand it being around my other two cats, Handsome and Ransom, because Birdie's like this crazy mean cat. I mean, she comes flying at you like something from a Stephen King novel. Like, she doesn't like stay on the floor. She comes up from high above like this, you know? And you're like, hey, you got to hit her with a fly swatter or a baseball bat. That's what I keep now.
You can't put her in the production?
No, I can't. No.
Cats don't mind.
Not at all. Yeah. My daughter loves Birdie, so I have to keep her around.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
The things we
it's
do
just
for
back
love.
Yes, the things that we do. Yeah, that's right.
Well, and does Birdie come up here, or does Birdie stay in Texas?
No. Birdie would be at the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico if I had if I had my druthers.
I had a cat named Izzy Skits
Yeah.
once,
Yeah.
and he was.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Just
Throw
can't
him off
even,
the wall.
Yeah, he used to go the walls. That was his route around the room.
Ooh.
Woo! They have a life of their own. So great. Well, I have a dog now,
Oh, okay.
and that's a nice thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dogs are they're so cool.
they are.
Yeah, I love dogs. I have a dog, Rhodey. He's a super dog. He can fly. Yeah. And as soon as I can teach him to fly, like from 20 feet, I'm gonna sick him not on Izzy, on Birdie. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I can catch her midair. Yeah. Except for the problem is this Rhodey's scared of Birdie, so that's a problem.
I don't know how we got on cats and dogs.
Because this is going to be the newest record, you know? Cats and dogs, right? We've already got it figured out.
So great.
Yeah.
Well, would you play some stuff from Western Chill for us?
Yeah. We're going to do that right now.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Robert Earl Keane for
Yeah.
WMOT.
It's easy to be somebody, but it's hard to disappear. Let's face it, everybody. Sometimes you just want to be by yourself. That's why I slip off in the evening with a ice cold beer. Me, myself, and I ain't nobody else. See, I got this little cabin. It's only built for one. Perfectly situated on the western side of the hill. I sit back with my cold beer and I watch the setting sun. And all the stars start popping out and the world is clean and still. Western chill. It's what I've been needing. Western chill. In the cool part of the evening. It's my own configuration from my imagination. Western chill. All right, chill out. Sometimes I go down to the river and I take off all of my clothes.
Oh no!
And I think about that movie where the prisoners meet the sirens. Now, I don't want to be that guy.
Not that guy.
They turned into a toad. But if I met a siren, I'd be inclined to try one. Western chill under the stars of Orion. Western chill, just me and my pretty siren. It's my favorite destination to soothe my frustration. The best darn vacation in all of creation. Western chill. Western chill. Western chill. Western chill. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I guess I'm the moderator tonight. So what we want to do is look underneath your chairs now, and whoever has number 466 wins some tickets to our Fan Appreciation Day. I'm kidding. Okay, stop. Stop. Don't start looking. Don't look under your chair. God. Okay, come on. It says joke here right on your set list thing. Okay. So anyway, where we can add the part that one of my favorite parts is that we put this stuff all together and spend all that time, like I said before. And this is one of my absolute favorite songs on the whole album. And this is Brian Bacon, and this is his song, and it's called Waves. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy it.
You can hear the cars drive by. It's getting dark outside. I bet the tours might drive.
Brian Bacon, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a song that's on Western Chill. This is one that came from being around in Nashville here. I was somehow somebody mistakenly put me on a red carpet tour or something, and I didn't even know what I was doing. But luckily, I got this wonderful lady named Taylor to drive me around, and we were driving around all of Nashville, and we got in a big crowd of stuff down there by Fifth Street and Broadway, and I said, Taylor, what are we going to do now? And she says, let's ballet. I said, you know, a lot of people have told me a lot of ideas for songs, like, I got this cool Volkswagen that we call Marty, and I think that'd be a really great song, and stuff like that, you know, and I never write them. I never do that. People go, that's a great song, you should write it. I'm like, no. But I said, let's ballet. Now that's a great song. And I'm going to write it. When I write it, I'm going to split the publishing with you. So I did write it, and then I needed like one little part, and I got my friend Dean Dillon to come in and like add that magic part right there in the middle. So this is a Taylor and Dean Dillon and Robert Earl Keen song. You look so good in diamonds, so raw, so radiant. Oh, Mr. Moon is shining on Cupid's bay. We've been so busy lately, no time to run and play. They have our table ready. Let's ballet, let's ballet. In silk and sequin, may we mamselle step right this way. Let's ballet and feel the difference. Let's ballet. We'll order razzle dazzle. We'll share some. What the hey? Our night is off the menu. Oh, by the way, this big band is smashing, so right to swing and sway. I'm saying, I'm not asking. Let's ballet, let's ballet. In silk and sequin, baby mademoiselle, step right this way. Let's ballet. Feel the difference. Our sweetness. Let's ballet. Let's ballet in silk and sequins. May we mamselle step right this way. Let's ballet. Feel the difference. Our sweetness. Let's ballet, bon temps roulé. Oh, sweetness, let's ballet.
I love that song. It's a little bit out of the normal wheelhouse.
I got more, but they're not that. They're in a different wheelhouse altogether. They get weirder and weirder.
It's really such a cool tune. I know the minute that I heard it, it just. So I have to say, Clara says Birdie's not that bad. There's a stool.
She doesn't have to take care of that cat.
So you've been on the road a bunch.
Oh, yeah.
More than you thought you'd be, which I think is really a lovely thing.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you. I got to see you at the Ryman like a month-ish.
Yeah.
I have no conception of time ago.
Yeah, right. Yeah, not too long ago. Not too long ago. We're at the Ryman. And then we're going to be back there. We're revisiting, rebringing, whatever, the Christmas show. So, yes, sir.
You own Christmas.
Yeah.
You do. You own Christmas.
That's pretty good. The Christmas is,
Pick a holiday.
I know. Look at this beard. See? That's what happened. I didn't look like this yesterday. I just said Christmas, boom. It's like, I'm waiting for Bill Murray to show up. We'll do another movie.
Oh, my goodness. So you just came back from a little East Coast run.
Yeah.
So such great venues.
Yeah.
Birchmere.
I did the Birchmere like three nights. Is that 3 nights? I did that by myself. I was scared to death. Completely.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I hadn't done solo stuff in years and years, and that was frightening. But, like, as soon as I said something stupid, I was feeling good. I was just back. I'm back. I'm stupid. I'm back.
It's like a bicycle.
It's like riding a bicycle. Being stupid is like riding a bicycle. Yeah.
Not so much. No.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot more touring coming, or a lot more tour dates coming?
Yeah. There's some more stuff. Not so much right in the middle of the fall, but definitely Christmas starts up. Yeah, like right at the 1st of December, we start doing this Christmas tour. So.
How many places are you going this year? Do you know?
Yeah.
How many dates you have?
There's about 12, something like 12. We're not doing any like right after Christmas, which is what we did every year. But this year we're just going to go up to Christmas and then take a rest.
Yeah, nap.
Yeah.
Go to Belize.
Right. Right. Yeah. Sugar plums dancing in our brains or whatever.
And a nap.
Well, I never knew all that stuff.
Well,
that's
they
why I
didn't
wrote
serve it to
I wrote
us.
that song in the first place. I never knew what sugar plums were. I never saw chestnuts, and I still haven't seen chestnuts, so I have no idea.
We
So I
have to-
thought, these songs aren't written for me. I'm going to write one for myself. So when I wrote that song, like I sat there laughing my ass off thinking I would never, ever put this on a record. And then
And we would never,
sure
ever
enough,
put
sure
it on the
enough,
radio.
I was one song short, and I went, well, what the hell?
It's so picturesque. It's so relatable. I mean, people, we actually wait to play our Christmas music, but people call for Merry Christmas early. And whether we put anything else in rotation, we have that has to be, the crack of December 1st.
It's a special song.
Yes, it is. So one of the other things that you've been doing that I just think is so brilliant and wonderful and such a gift is playing a whole album on stage on these dates.
Yeah, on these dates, I don't know why I never did this before, but we started doing entire records from the first song to the very last song. So lately we had been kind of leaning on Picnic, which was, kind of late 90s, and then Farm Fresh Onions, which was early 2000s. And we've had it's been fun. I've had a lot of fun doing that. I didn't know, like, actually having a plan when you get on stage was actually that much fun. I never knew that, you know. All this time I've been going, they're screaming at me as we work on the stage. Do we have a set list? Well, hell yeah, we have a set list. Well, where is it? I don't know. It's in the green room somewhere. Okay, somebody run back and get it. Yeah, so
Do you-
there you go.
Do you stick to the script?
Oh yeah, no, this one we stick with it. Yeah, yeah. 'cause,
Well, for sure. In order.
You know, like I don't want to be a liar all the way across the board. You know, so yeah, we stick to every song, the first song to the very last song.
Well, it's such a gift to us to hear those songs. I mean, there's so much in your music that, you know, it's just so memorable. We play a lot of music of yours on MOT, you know, but it's so great to be able to see you do it live.
No, I'm glad to be able to do that because like it does a lot of what I don't know what you call them, but like the deep cuts, the songs that people don't listen to, and then they listen to them, and they go, oh, that's pretty good, which kind of reminds me of the early days, like in the '90s, when like we caught on with like all the frat guys across the Southeast, and all they wanted to do was drink and scream out 5-pound bass over and over and over. You'd play it, and they'd scream it out right after you're finished, and they'd start screaming it out. And that, like, you know, that kind of got me scared of just playing any music, period, you know. And so, like, to be able to, like, get through and play really some of these really cool songs, which I'm happy with these songs. I really love them. And they're just not the ones that people always request, I'd say. Yeah.
Which is so great because, again, you have no expectation of hearing them, and then when you play them and they're wonderful, it's, like I say, such a gift. So Picnic and Farm Fresh Onions, any thought to doing more albums?
We're going to do some more. We pretty much worked up Gringo Honeymoon, but that's because I'm lazy in general, and it turns out that like we do most of Gringo Honeymoon anyway. So we only had to learn like 2 songs off of that one. Yeah, that was it.
Gravitational Forces.
Gravitational Forces is a good one. Yeah, that one's a good one. We could do that. I don't know how, but we could. Yes.
And your band is so wonderful. Your guys always are just, they bring it.
Yeah, no, you are absolutely correct, and I won't make any jokes about that. These guys, we've been together a long time, and these guys are great, and they keep this thing alive, really, they do.
You have a book that accompanies this Western Chill. Do you want to, I don't know where it went.
What? Oh, the book?
The book.
Yeah.
Well, there's a book here somewhere.
Okay, let me show you this. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks, Brian. Okay, so this is, you saw the 4-pound box, right? Yeah, saw that. So this is the graphic novel right here. It's 95 pages, right? And this is Zane, and this is Mac, his dog. So I'm going to give you a little setup, and then I'm going to read a little bit from this, okay? And Clara, just keep in mind, I'm reading as slowly as I possibly can, okay? Right? I just don't, okay. All right. Okay.
You want me to hold it?
No, I want to see. Correct. Okay. Okay. Western Chill, the graphic novel, could be subtitled The Harebrained Adventures of Zane, the procrastinating artist-songwriter, and Mac, the telepathic English Cocker Spaniel. The only difference between this novel and life here in Nashville is the telepathic dog. The story takes this unlikely duo from the muggy and dull bottomlands of East Texas through the dry and dull badlands of the Edwards Plateau and around the horn of the $12 cup of coffee, Marfa, Texas, then on up to points north. A showdown takes place in Abilene, Texas, where Zane and Mac outrun the evil Grift, the unrelenting, witch-like A&R person. However, Mac suddenly develops terminal depression brought on by the world's environmental imbalance. Zane is forced to hunt down Cowboy Goodnight, local medicine man whose cure-all is cowboy poetry. Lucky for the Deadwood duo, environmental depression is Cowboy Goodnight's specialty. Here is some of the magic that Cowboy Goodnight recites. There's Cowboy Goodnight, by the way, right there. All right.
Show and tell.
Yeah, all right. Unchain your worldly worries, focus only on one part. Unleash and be the savage beast that drives your lupine heart. The wolf in you will not retreat until all blood has dried. Your feral feathers made you replete with wild, rapacious pride. Woo, okay, yeah.
That's a mouthful.
So on you go, Mac, you murderous mutt. Seesawing through the swale. Shakespeare wrote, "The game's afoot, and give them all hell."
Heck yeah.
He gets well after that.
Who illustrated that? It's really pretty.
This guy out in Lubbock, of all places. They have lots of colored pens out in Lubbock because they don't have any other color anywhere else.
Like being on the moon.
All right, yes, that's it. Yes. All right.
It is such a treat to have you here.
Oh, that's a treat to be here. What a beautiful room.
It's really
Yeah,
cool.
it's a great
Riverside
room, yeah.
Revival, beautiful.
Yeah.
And we would love to hear some more music.
Okay, well, we got this last one. This is the one that closes out the record. It's called Rippling Waters. It comes from, I have to add this part. It comes from this thing that I do called Snapchat songs, which are only like 90 seconds long, and they only have one theme, and they never repeat, okay? So they don't have a repeating chorus. There's no la-la-las, none of that crap, okay? So I'll give you an example of one. This is one of my favorite. This is what my daughter Claire and I wrote together, because she came up with this title, all right? Ready? Huh? I remember the days of pre-Tesla Austin and the way we behaved back then. It wasn't LA and it sure wasn't Boston. It was like living in Buddha's den. We were free to ride our bikes if we wanted, or fly a kite, or play the guitar. Now we live in the post-Tesla Austin, and we're all living in our car. So this was originally a Snapchat song, and then I decided it was a cool song. So it does repeat, actually.
I love it.
Rippling water, all I see, so captivating, deceptively free, just like my baby. Here and gone, a ripple in water, ripple rippling water. All I see is so captivating, deceptively free, just like my baby here and gone. Rippling waters, rippling on. Tom Van Scott, Dave, Brian Bacon, Jesse Scott. Thank you so much.
Robert Earl Keane. What do you think, everybody? One more song. What a total treat it is to have you in town and here tonight. It's such a treat to have you here. Thank you so much for coming to play for us. I'm so happy to have Robert Earl Keane in the house.
Here's the title cut to Gringo Honeyman. All right. Yeah. We were standing on a mountaintop where the cactus flowers grow. I was wishing the world would stop when you said we better go. We took a rowboat across the Rio Grande. Captain Pablo was our guide. For $2 in a weathered hand, you rode us to the other side. We were dreaming like it was not inside, and we dreamed all afternoon. As well away, we could celebrate a Gringo honeymoon. To the golden sand, the sun was high and burning down. Rented donkeys from an old blind man, saddled up and rode to town. Tied her donkeys to an ironwood tree by the street where children play. And in the first place we could see serving cold beer in the shade. We were drinking like it was not inside, and we drank all afternoon. As well wait, we'll celebrate a gringo honeymoon. Met a cowboy who said that he was running from the DEA. He left his home, his wife and family when he made his getaway. We followed him on down the street of dust to his one-room rundown shack. He blew a smoke ring, he smiled at us. I ain't never going back. We were flying like the end was not inside, and we sold that afternoon. I swear to wait, we can celebrate a gringo honeymoon. He said there's one last place that you should go. He took us to the town's best bar. He knew a crusty caballero. We played an old gut string guitar. Sang like Marty Robbins could. Played like no one I've known. For a while we knew that life was good. It was ours to take back home. We were singing like it was not inside, and we sang all afternoon. That's the way we'll celebrate a gringo honeymoon. We were standing on a mountaintop where the cactus flowers grow. I was wishing the world would stop when you said, we better go.
Robert Earl Keane. What a night. Our thanks to Robert Earl Keane and to Kiely Connell for opening our show tonight for Wired In for WMOT Roots Radio. And thanks to all of you for being here and for being members of WMOT. And we will see you next month. I can't believe September is almost here at Americana Fest for our 3-day Americana Fest Day Stage with NPR Music and World Cafe, September 18th, 19th, and 20th at Eastside Bowl. Jesse Scott saying, safe home, everybody. Thank you so much from Riverside Revival for WMOT.